Welcome to the Ghana Research and Innovation Support Programs Coordinating Office. In this instructional video, I'll be taking you step by step through the standard operating procedures developed for the Ghana Innovation and Research Commercialization Center. This SOP can be used by all institutions to improve the quality of their work. This particular SOP is to provide guidelines in the stage of job offer to new employees. This SOP applies to all staff appointments, and the Human Resource Unit is solely responsible for executing it. When the hiring phase has been completed and the decision on the selected candidates has been made, due process must be followed to achieve the best outcome. Please pay closer attention. Here, I'll outline 7 steps that are involved in the process of HR employee job offer. Step 1. Job offer letters are prepared for successful applicants by HR. The letter will include the title of job position, the reporting authority, the job description, the base salary, benefits, and the start date. The HR must communicate promptly by appropriate means to successful applicants and provide prospective hire. Step 2. As soon as job offer is accepted, new hire signs job offer as an official acceptance of all conditions therein. Step 3. HR must provide pre-employment clearances to prospective new hire, which includes their medical, police, and immigration clearance if applicable. Step 4. Following receipt of pre-employment clearances with no prohibitory record or conditions, HR offers advice new hire on start date. Step 5. HR must issue any required forms for initial employee orientation, which may include their domain or email account request form, company policies and manuals, and employee handbook. The HR must process employment confirmation forms or contracts before official start date. Step 6. The HR must schedule company facility accessibility and familiarization on the first day of orientation. Step 7. Following completion of documentation and orientation, the HR must refer new employee to hiring division. Now, to the procedure for reporting. For the purpose of reporting, there will be a written report detailing steps in the employment processes. Administrative structure. The administrative structure of GEG includes a director, managers, and supporting staff as listed next. Director, Manager of Research Operations and Development, Manager of University Industrial Linkages and Technology Transfer, Manager of Legal Services and Intellectual Property, Publication Specialist, Accountant, HR Manager, Administrative Assistant, and Research Associate. The job description of GEG directors and managers are broken down as we continue with this video. 1. Director. The director oversees the management of activities of the center, the development of research priorities and policies, the raising of funding for research, academia mobilization, research commercialization, and business community. He or she advocates for effective research for the center and the various stakeholders and supporters. The level of experience and knowledge of the director is expected as entrepreneur with not less than 10 years relevant experience. The director must have strong connection with government, entrepreneur, university, industry, and communities. The director should have demonstrated experienced leadership in managing and nurturing a non-profit organization. Responsibilities of the director. The director is in charge of the implementation of strategy and business development plan needed to run the program initiatives of the institution. The director manages the operational side of GEG, which involves technology and business incubators, if any. He or she ensures the monetization of royalty streams from licenses. He drafts and monitors budgets of departments, also supervises IP webpage, and web committee. The director coordinates with development office in promoting success stories of center's IP to leverage commercialization efforts. The director also works with principal liaison for licensing and technical marketing and manager of industrial linkage on commercialization of IP. The director attends to other duties as assigned. Moving on, we talk about the responsibilities of the Research Operations and Development Manager. The Research Operations and Development Manager supports internally and externally sponsored projects of the center through the provision of pre- and post-award support to principal investigators, while facilitating the adherence of sponsor regulations. He or she will work closely with Advanced Studies Board and Research or Office of Sponsored Research. This manager is expected to possess at least 6 years relevant working experience in research and research project management with an organization or a research donor agency. The responsibilities of this manager include ensure the development, maintenance, and communication of pre- and post-award administrative procedures for externally sponsored projects, to guide units with grant proposal submissions and sponsorship project administration, including award documentation, budget development, administration portions of proposals, monitoring of issues on efforts, space provision, internal approval, and all others. To also provide support in contracts, progress, report, and other sponsored grant-related issues. This manager also provides support in contracts, progress reports, and other sponsored grant-related issues. He supports faculty on post-award grant management, which includes projections, progress reporting, and allocations, consultants, human resource, and closeout. He or she coordinates maintenance of database as well as internal and external reporting needs. This particular manager partners Director of Research Strategy in setting goals and responsibilities and monitoring their procedural efficiencies in the research office. They also provide overall vision of center's research portfolio to foster collaboration amongst researchers and support mentorship. They provide funding generating activities and programs from public and private sources, establish and maintain cordial relations with donors and stakeholders, as well as supervise developmental and submission of proposal. They identify strategic research programs that promote multidisciplinary collaboration. They encourage engagement among units and provide avenues to communicate on overlapping research interests. They provide the units with information on grant processes such as identifying funding mechanisms, study section procedures, and review interpretation. These managers develop and maintain infrastructure and research cores in the center, which includes internal grant review procedures, web pages, and statistical support. They communicate about development in research initiatives and strengths to universities and colleges. They supervise all facets of development and operations, including research administration, accounting, budgeting, and auditing, maintenance and management of equipment and facilities, human resource, research contracts, and implementation. We continue with the responsibilities of the University Industrial Linkages and Technology Transfer Manager. This person sees to the development of partnership between the public and private sector in support of university research. He or she merges the needs and priorities of the corporate sector with that of the university research community. The Technology Transfer Manager generates applied research opportunities and explores technology transfer possibilities and research commercialization. He or she must have strong relationships with local governments, entrepreneurs, universities, businesses, and social communities. The Technology Transfer Manager must have leadership experience in growing and managing non-profit organizations. This person is expected to have at least 6 years business and industrial experience. Now, to the role of the legal services or intellectual property manager. This person is assigned to support and work with boards of GIG. Their responsibilities include analyze and review invention disclosures, identify and build partnership and/or licensing agreements in line with intellectual property of the center, identify synergies of the center with an academic licensing office and institution of research, ensure the active licensing of university technology, promote IP capture culture, which includes an ongoing center research evaluation for IP potential, keep track of university technology success in the hands of licensees, conduct research under contract with outside institutions, and facilitate joint research agreement review. This person also administers any IP-related litigation that arises. They manage any IP breach-related issue that may also arise. They monetize royalty streams from licenses. They draft and monitor budgets of departments. They partner web committee and monitor IP webpage. They also partner with development officer in promoting IP success stories. Use stories to leverage commercialization efforts. They also partner principal liaison for technical marketing and licensing and the manager for industrial linkage on commercializing IP of the center. They also undertake other duties as assigned. This person is expected to have a graduate law degree with specialization in intellectual property rights. They are also mandated to have 3 to 5 years of relevant working experience. Finally, we conclude with the role of the business incubator manager. And this role is only applicable where GIG has business development and spin-out incubator. This manager will facilitate the organizational plan development and employ needed resources to feed its operations. The candidate should have an entrepreneurial background, either as a startup entrepreneur or working in an entrepreneur supportive environment. He or she must have a strong relation with government, entrepreneurs, universities, businesses, and society. The business incubator manager must have leadership experience in the growth and management of non-profit organizations. This person must possess an MBA degree or equivalent and must have a mandatory 6 years relevant working experience. The duties and responsibilities of this manager include being in charge of implementing business development plan and strategy needed in the execution of program initiatives meant to strengthen the reputation of the incubator, manage the operational division of the incubator program, and partner member stakeholders in achieving their goals and objectives. Other support staff of the center include research associates, administrative assistant, accountant, and communication or publication specialist.